Hello and welcome back to today's episode of Caden's Take. Today I'm talking about the Chicago Blackhawks and how I truly just think that they're going to have a shot in the playoffs. I want to really just talk about the Blackhawks as a team right now overall. They got guys like Jeremy Collison, who's third place behind Quinville and the Canes coach for the John Smith or the head coach of the year trophy. You got Patrick Kane, who, in my opinion, should be leading for the Hart. I'm not sure if it's Kane or if it's McDavid or if it's Matthews, but it should be Kane who wins it, in my opinion, because Kane has. If you took Kane away from the Blackhawks would not be where they're at right now. Because just like how Rodgers deserved the MVP for the Packers, it was not because Rodgers had an incredible season, but he got the MVP because if you took Rodgers out of Green Bay would not have had their success. If you take Patrick Kane out of the Blackhawks' situation and scenario right now, Blackhawks wouldn't have the same success rate. So the Blackhawks, or I'm sorry, yeah, the Kane should be winning MVP in my opinion, or the Hart Trophy, because if he wasn't on the or if the Blackhawks didn't have him, the Blackhawks wouldn't be having such a success. And he hit his 1,000th game already. He hit his 400th goal. He's had a great season. He deserves the Hart. And you look at guys like Alex DeBrincat, they're carrying the ship. Kevin Lankinen should be in the Calder conversation, in my opinion, because I know Kaprizov has had, if I didn't say that right, I don't really care. He's had a great season, but at the same time, he hasn't had a Kevin Lankinen story. Caprill, in my opinion, shouldn't be considered for a Calder because, yes, he should win it right now. I'm not saying Kevin Lankinen's having a better season than him. Caprill should win it right now. However, he spent 5 years in the OHL or KHL somewhere else. I don't remember which league exactly. If you spend 5 years playing professional hockey, I don't know if you should be considered for Rookie of the Year. I understand it wasn't NHL, but at the same time, Kevin Lankinen, got cut by all the rosters, played one season of AHL, and then got put in. I mean, I think that's a better story than not playing minor league hockey for 5 years before you make the pros. In my opinion, at least, I don't think that. I think Caprill deserves it right now. I'm just saying Lankinen's having a Calder-like season and would win the Calder if there wasn't Caprill, in my opinion. You got guys like Alex DeBrincat. He missed like 5 or 6 games, yet he still came back, and he's still being one of the best players in the league right now. One of the top goal scorers, being as productive as he is. Guys like Kirby Dach is now practicing with the team. He's not on the roster yet. He's not practicing with the team, but he's traveling with the team, still doing individual practice because of the wrist. But at the same time, and once we get him back, the Blackhawks are going to be in a lot better situation. And just remember that fact. The Blackhawks have done all of this without Kirby Dach and Jonathan Toews, two of their best centers and two of their two best centers and two of their top 5 playmakers and two of their top 5 goal scorers. I mean, let's rank them right now. Kane number 1, DeBrincat number 2, Kirby Dach and Toews 3 and 4 or 4 and 3, and Dominic Kubalik 5 and Dylan Strome 6. Those are the top 6 guys on that offense, and you're missing 3 and 4. It's not easy to succeed in the NHL if you're missing your 3 and 4 scorers, and the Blackhawks are doing it. Blackhawks weren't even supposed to be making the playoffs, and they're doing it without these 3 and 4 guys. It just speaks to you how much these rookies are not only stepping up, but how well they are playing and how well the veterans are able to corral them all together. I also think guys like Zadorov is having a rough start, but he's getting into it. You know, he was a turnover machine. He's slowed down the turnovers a little bit, but at the same time, he hasn't become the defenseman he was in Colorado quite just yet. And, you know, you also have to remember that the expansion draft's coming up. Who are they going to take? Connor Murphy is who I'm seeing the Kraken get from us, because I think that even though Murphy's playing better than Zadorov is right now, I think they need to protect Zadorov because they gave up Saad to get him. And that was a high price. If you were just going to give him up right now, then you might as well have Saad back, because Saad was a playmaker, and Saad would be better than just losing Zadorov, in my opinion at least. And, you know, I think this Blackhawks team is something special. It's not a Blackhawks team that has Toews, Kane, Hossa, and Sharp all in their primes, and Crawford and net. But it is a Blackhawks team that has a Kane that's reaching the end of his prime, a DeBrincat who's beginning his prime, and other young rookies who are stepping up to the plate and saying, I can take on this challenge, I will do good, and I will help us succeed. And even those defensemen like Carlson and DeHaan who are just stepping up and backing up Keith and Boquist and Murphy and Zadorov, and all 6 of those guys are, and Mitchell, they're all doing good with their own respective lines and their own respective pairings. And even Subban, I said Subban's going to be sent to the minors or traded, and instantly he's not going to be good. He's probably the best backup in the NHL right now, and if there wasn't Lankinen, he would be starting for us. But at the same time, I don't think he's a starter material yet, and I think that's why he's the backup. And I think Kevin Lankinen also is the starter because of how good of a job he's doing, not just because he's the, or not because of Subban. Anyways, I think Blackhawks are having a lot of success. I think Hart should go to Kane. I don't think Calder should go to Lankinen because of Caprill, but at the same time, I don't think Caprill should win it because of him being in the OHL or KHL for 5 years. And I think that Colleton will be number 2 behind Joel Quenneville for John Smith. Thank you very much for watching today's episode of Caden's Take. If you enjoyed, please do consider hitting that like button and subscribing. If you are new, I hope everyone has a great rest of their days. Thank you for watching.